She just like, I gained like 50 pounds within the first year and a half when starting to eat raw tofu. You will never ever see a video from me, why I'm no longer vegan. I had to eat fish. La 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 la. I'm just warming my voice up for this delivery. Hey free woman, today's video is a response to Blair Walnuts. She did a video eating like Freelee for the day, eating like me, the vegan, for a day, but I love meat, so this is a big yikes. Okay, so she did this video months ago, and ever since she did this video, I've been getting a lot of requests from a lot of you to do a response to her video, to her eating like me. So today, I'm gonna do that response. It is time, okay? So let's check out the video. This should be interesting.
So I picked Freelee's diet because she has one of the most drastic vegan diets I've ever seen, while still at the same time having one of the best bodies I've ever seen. One of the most...
Okay, all right, let's just start there. Let's just stop it there for a second. The whole like drastic vegan diet. Isn't it funny that our biologically designed diet, our frugivore diet, species-specific diet, or very close to, is deemed to be drastic in this society? That is sad. She is correct. It is deemed to be drastic, even though we know fruits and vegetables are healthy. And that's why I'm getting the results I'm getting, and a lot of other people are getting the results they're getting. You know what I'm saying? So she also said about my body, and there's a reason that I'm looking the way I do, that my body is fit and healthy and has been for years. And I want to make a point of showing that, okay, in this video, this is 5.5 years ago, the video that she put on the screen. And I'm wearing these tights, which I just so happen to still have these tights. And I look the same, virtually the same, wearing these tights 5.5 years later. How many people do you know, how many weight loss experts do you know that are doing that, that can keep their weight off and stay the same virtually? I mean, I'm nearly 40, I'm 40 next year. Stay the same, no calorie restriction, no caffeine, no pills, no extreme exercise, no weight loss aids. How many people do you know can say that? So I'm just going to show you how I look today, 5.5 years later, in the same tights.
I'm speaking up for the voiceless, all that they want to do is live.
Right, so as you can see, I still look the same. So before we move on, don't be an inactive spud. Get up and give this a thumbs or a thumbs down, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter. I just want you to do something. The interaction is important. Do something. Give me a thumbs down. Whatever. Just do something to vote on these videos, especially if you want to see more of them. Let's go on.
Most fit and like muscular. So I thought it was very interesting to try to do this and see how I felt, because this is drastically different from anything I ever eat. I have never in my life, I don't think, consumed so much sugar, even natural sugar, in one sitting. I mean,
okay, so that is part of the problem. Why people aren't getting the results that I'm getting is they're not having enough sugar, namely fruit sugar. They're not having enough of their biologically designed food in their diet. You know, like animals in nature that eat their species-specific diet, they all are slim. And so are humans when they eat correctly. It's that simple.
yeah, I might be wrong. Like, if you find something of me eating candy online, like, I've probably done it.
Okay, so, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't get enough fruit sugar. Your frugivore brain will send you to the next best source, which is refined sugar. That's why we have a sweet tooth. We want to eat sweet stuff because we are biologically designed to thrive on a lot of fruit sugar. We're meant to eat a lot of fruit, and that's why I'm getting the results that I am, and a lot of people are staying tubby, they're staying chubsters for that reason.
But I don't generally have this much sugar in a day, and I'm pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I think as a society we've been sort of conditioned to be a little bit afraid of carbs and sugar, so I understand her whole argument about not being afraid of them. But at the same time, I then saw some videos of some people that have followed Freelee's diet that ended up gaining more weight while they were trying to lose weight.
I just watched Freelee's video this morning. I have nothing to wear because none of my clothes fit me.
Okay, so this girl for a start, all right, this is a whole big topic, oh yeah, and I just did a video in my VIP Queens group. Check it out by pressing the join button. You can join. It is a small group of it's an intimate group, but check it out. I did a video on this very topic, and you can see a little preview to it, the last video that I actually made on this channel. For a start, okay, this girl looks fine how she is. Her weight is She looks fine. And she's like, none of my clothes fit me. Okay, girlfriend, I don't know who you are, but what did you do before the lifestyle? What diets were you on? What restriction were you doing? Were you having pills, like weight loss pills? Were you having caffeine? All these factors, contraceptive pill even, like make a difference to the results that you get when you first come to Raw Till 4. Not everybody gains weight, but a lot of girls do. You know, you have to understand, okay, when I put out Raw Till 4, when I put out the Raw Till 4 diet in 2016, it went viral, okay? And it reached so many women in the diet industry, all throughout YouTube. So many girls. It actually spread veganism far and wide. If you treat this like a fad diet, then you won't stay on it long enough to get the results you desire long term. That's what this lifestyle is about. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not like these weight loss diets. You know, so many girls like myself in particular coming from weight loss diets, under eating, having like 1,200 calories, even 1,600, even 1,800 calories. Then they come to this lifestyle and start eating enough and getting real nutrition, and they initially expand naturally. If you've got metabolic damage, which a lot of you do, and a lot of women coming to this lifestyle do have from just being on and off diets, the brain does not trust you anymore. You know, you need to regain the trust of your brain and your body that you're not going to starve anymore. Because a lot of these girls are at a certain weight, they're in a famine stage. They've been starving their bodies, so they're in this like restricted mode. And then when they come to the unrestricted mode of any foods, they're going to gain weight initially, okay? There are no long-term Raw Till 4ers who have weight issues. This is a comment that I got 2 days ago from Shifting Reality. I gained like 50 pounds within the first year and a half when starting to eat Raw Till 4. I stayed on the lifestyle full of hope of being healthy and slim. After the weight gain stopped and plateaued, I kept at it. This is the vital ingredient. This is not a fad diet. You know, it's being treated like a fad diet by so many girls. They're like, oh, I don't get the weight loss straight away. I don't get it even within a year. I'm dropping it. It doesn't work. No. Take responsibility for your past of eating incorrectly, treating your body badly. Take responsibility, because those results are going to come back. You are going to rebound naturally before you actually come to a healthy weight. So here's a picture of her. She looks fantastic. Here's me. Okay, this is actually a couple of years or a year and a half into the lifestyle, into eating a high fruit lifestyle. You can see I have got more weight on me, but I got even heavier. So I gained a ton of weight when I came to this lifestyle as well, because I had metabolic damage and I had results from, you know, contraceptive pill. I was coming off the contraceptive pill. I was coming off using weight loss pills. I had hypothyroidism. I was actually on medication for it. I was taking thyroid accelerating drugs. So, and I was restricting, below 2,000 calories all the time. This is going to contribute to your weight gain when you first come to this lifestyle. But the weak ones will give up and they will whinge and they will be victims on YouTube. The strong ones will keep going. So here's Banana TV. So I've lost over 30 pounds on Raw Till 4, my weight loss tips. Look at her, she's jacked. If anyone is muscular, it is her. So, you know, there's heaps of these testimonials in the book. I have a whole entire video full of Raw Till 4 weight loss testimonials, which you can check out as well.
I would call Freelee one of the most sincere advocates for veganism. She really cares about the animals to an extent that most people can't fathom even.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. Thank you for actually recognizing that I do care so much about the animals, and I always will. I will always be vegan. You can count on it. You will never ever see a video from me, why I'm no longer vegan. I had to eat fish. And, you know, I had to have salmon because I had no sex drive or whatever. You never get a video like that from me, because I made the connection. I don't want to hurt my friends. I don't want to hurt animals, okay? They don't deserve that. They're here for their own purpose on this planet, not for for me to just use them. So I'm glad that she recognized that, and not enough people care like I do, that's for sure.
The only way I can really understand veganism is if I look at my dog, Mochi, and think of him, like, would I eat him?
Yes.
No. So why am I eating other animals?
Yes. totally nailed it. Blair, this is awesome. She just totally nailed it. Would you eat your pet? Especially because like dogs and pigs have been proven to have a similar intelligence level. Like pigs have a similar intelligence to like a 3-year-old human. So Blair, thank you.
I don't know. The one thing about Freelee's diet that I don't think people will kind of drag me for not doing exactly is that she lives in a tropical climate where it's easy for her to get a lot of these fruits. I think now she's even moved to the jungle. I live in northern England.
Okay. So for a start, I didn't say anything about like you have to have tropical fruits. So other fruits grow in these areas. Yes, even the UK, even northern England. So we're going to have a look. We're going to have a look at what fruits actually grow. Okay, what fruits can grow in England? Almost all apples, pears, plums, and cherries can be grown successfully. Even hotter continental climates such as apricots and fruits requiring hotter continental climates such as apricots, peaches, and nectarines are also possible. Lots of berries. So there's actually quite a bit that like just grows in England and that you can actually grow yourself if you make it a priority to eat, close to your biologically designed diet. But look, I also looked at fruit stalls in England. These are from England. These are from some are from northern England, like Manchester area, Newcastle. There's fruit stalls everywhere in the capital cities. Like, you can get fruit, sister, come on. That's an excuse, okay? That is definitely an excuse. You can even get tropical fruit if you really, really want to. It matters how much you prioritize your health. Also, so this is Robin. This is Robin, my partner, back in 2014. He is in Sweden. He's doing Raw till 4 in Sweden, and there's others doing Raw till 4 in Sweden. This is like the fruit that you can get because the fruit is coming from, say, Spain and Italy, and it is possible to do Raw till 4 like easily if you are living in the capital cities, especially, and if you're putting your health first. Okay, so he's in Sweden. He's got a whole bunch of fruit. He's even got some tropical fruits there. It is possible, Blair. No excuses.
Okay, there are no things growing here. So all of these fruits are imported. So does that change the nutritional
So not all the fruits are imported, but
value of them? I think so.
Okay, so she said, does that change the nutritional value of them? Blair, do not worry about fruits having a lower nutritional value, okay? When you're having animals, when you're eating animals and dairy, you have to think about that, okay? These are not nutritious for your human frugivore body. They're not nutritious. It's just complete, utter rubbish. And when it comes to the importing factor, let's go to here. And when it comes to the importing factor, Spain to England is like 1,800 Ks, okay? And I'm living in Australia, as you know, so how far from, say, New South Wales to like North Queensland, where I'm living, is like 2,000 Ks. So it's not exactly like you're importing from a long way away. It's something like more than half of England's food is imported from around the world. And things like chocolate and fish, from a long way away as well. And like if you eat pigs, if you eat pig flesh, from a long way away. Sure, there is some closer, but there's also close with fruit. It's like a global market, okay? So you don't have to worry about the importing factor. Bananas are actually better carbon footprint than beef. And I noticed this comment here. So I noticed this comment that she pinned and she actually liked, like loved, but then she took off the love. I noticed she actually took off the love here. She left it pinned, but she took off the love because I told her the other day that I was going to do a video on her and she saw my comment, but she didn't say anything. So she went and she de-loved that comment, which is what was a good move, Blair, because this idiot or this dummy says, eating like Freelee is not only terrible for your health and finances, but it is also one of the worst things you can do for the environment. Is this guy for real? This shows you how uneducated people are. Just do the research, for instance. Beef is so much worse carbon footprint than bananas, for instance. And bananas and fruit eating is so much more sustainable. That's why we're, growing our own fruit forest here. It's a very sustainable, healthy way to live. But I can do a whole other video on that dummy. That is for sure.
Fruit, on the other hand, is beneficial in almost any amount. More recently, Jenkins and colleagues put people on about a 20 servings of fruit a day diet for a few weeks and no adverse effects on weight or blood pressure or triglycerides, and an astounding 38-point drop in LDL cholesterol. There was one side effect, though. Given the 44 servings of vegetables they had on top of all that fruit, they recorded the largest bowel movements apparently ever documented in a dietary intervention.
Don't worry about the nutritional value. You're going to get way more nutrition eating imported fruits than imported animals.
Okay, hi. So I just got back from the shop. You guys want a bit of real life, you know, because I make everything look so aesthetic, but the truth is that my house is a mess at all times.
Yeah, mine is too, but Robin cleans it up a lot.
Now I'm going to show you the stuff I got to eat for Freelee. To eat for Freelee? What? So I went to a grocery store called Asda.
I didn't have my doubts about Freelee being able to eat this much food until we got to dinner time. And this was the quantity I was supposed to be eating alongside soup.
It's healthy to have baby-sized meals and baby-sized dumps.
I sat down and I started on my quest to drink an entire blender's worth of bananas and water.
You go, girl.
One major and pretty disgusting difference, though.
Only one small problem.